Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Come on in. Get in here. I'm just going to make sure that we are connected everywhere, that everyone can hear me okay. It takes a moment for, YouTube to notify everyone. So get comfortable, come in. I always love to honor the time that we are together. And so I see that we are live in our Zoom room, so which is good. I'm loving it. So once I see that they've connected, we can really get started. So, good morning, fabulous C suite executives. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. And now that you're ready to jumpstart this week, we're in our safe zone together. My name is Sonya LaRae. I am the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. We are a full service luxury agency. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, holistic health and wellness consultant, and I have the great pleasure of working with you, C suite executives, A-listers, and high level entrepreneurs, as well as those that are just starting out. This channel is really going to help you to maneuver and put yourself in a space and a place to be ready to just achieve wonderful things. So, I love it because I get to work with you in your busy lives, mind, body, and soul, plus wardrobe, which is totality. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that I go live, because I go live over here every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we all know that what we wear goes beyond just a mere fabric on our bodies. We know that because even the choices that I've made today of what I wanted to wear today, this beautiful green with this bold and deep colored blue, was intentional. It was intentional, it was on purpose. So it shapes our perception of ourselves and influences the way others perceive us as well. So when you saw this blouse, maybe it evoked a little emotion of like, oh, that's kind of like calming. It's a little effect there, kind of gives a little effect to it because that's what I wanted to bring into this space. I wanted to bring something just a little different, a little element of just pick me up. Yes, happy love month. Go, not going to say, oh, okay. And not gonna say my team. No, that's probably what it did bring to some of you all's attention because it could be your sports color even. So let me just tell you all today we'll dive into the profound connection between our wardrobe choices and our emotional well-being. And I'm going to share three powerful ways to cultivate a positive wardrobe that uplifts your mood because that is everything. You don't even realize how much your wardrobe impedes or impacts your mood. The element that you go through in the course of your day could be very much so because of that beautiful thing called wardrobe. So, first and foremost, I want to acknowledge the psychological impact of colors. So, many people, when I talk to them and I work in this space and place, I really get to kind of tap in on a deeper element of color theory. So this is not going to be a full exposure, but it's going to help you to be able to put things into space and place for yourselves. So colors have a remarkable ability to evoke emotions and influence our mental state. Sometimes, like if you have a lot of anxiety, you may see that for in your space and place that we can tell you to incorporate nice soft hues of green because green is a calming effect. Where blue also just the right shade of blue can bring in calmness because if you think about the tranquility of water, water has that tranquil light blue color that kind of goes through seamlessly into that space and place to cause you to feel calm and the anxiety level to drop. So, much like our logo, we have a Tiffany blue with a zebra print. Now, the Tiffany blue is to bring in the harmony, to bring in the peace, to bring in the calmness, but the zebra print is where everything is fabulous. So, it gives you the bold and alluring kind of feeling. So, incorporating a variety of uplifting colors into your wardrobe can make you a significant difference in your mood, and consider adding like vibrant hues, like I said, like blues or yellows and greens, which are associated with calmness, happiness, and balance. And surrounding yourself with these positive colors actually, and this is the thing, it actually can create a harmonious atmosphere where it's really kind of nurturing a sense of well being and positivity. So, a lot of times when you're in that space, or even if you're feeling down and you may have a heavy color on, you may need to go in and maybe grab a scarf. Or, fellas, best thing for you guys are your ties. And I tell guys to always bring in the element of color when they're coordinating their suits and different things with the colors in their tie, because just that look down at that tie is actually what will give you an uptake and a boost in your attitude and your mood. And don't be afraid to actually add a little color even with your shirts. It doesn't have to always be the stark white. You can even put on a cream color, or you can put in that muted soft blue, because blues are really sharp. And especially if you're in that corporate atmosphere, it really delegates into that space, but it also opens you up to your employees, not shutting you down. So, the second element that I want to walk you into is pay attention to the comfort and fit of your clothing. Now, many of you all may, and ladies, you all may know this too. You may have a blouse, and lo and behold, right here, there's one of the buttons that wants to gap a little bit because it's just a little tight across the bust. So it keeps giving you the peekaboo feel. And all of a sudden, you're not comfortable. You're constantly adjusting. You're pulling at it. You're trying to adjust and pull it down. Well, this is the thing. Ill fitting or uncomfortable attire can contribute to feeling of dissatisfaction and unease. And my brand in LaPaz is about peace. LaPaz means the peace in Spanish. So I wanted to bring that element in to your wardrobes. So for me to do that, it actually means that I have to get you to embrace clothing that is not only complementary to your body, but also allows your freedom of movement. And fellas, this is the thing. Now the new trend is a lot of the cigar pants and the cigarette pants that are very form fitting and tight. And some of you guys have very developed calf muscles, and well as your thighs are a little more heavier. You have some gentlemen that have a leaner kind of body type, and you all have a body type. So it really means that you have to understand that body type to be able to dress and have the impact of the clothing have the right mood for your mindset and your body. So it means that you have to be comfortable in what you are wearing, so you exude confidence and you radiate that positivity. And so many times when I talk about this and when I'm doing those audits on the wardrobe, those are elements that are kind of moved over and skipped. And even though you may have a great physique, you may not want a shirt that is really so tight that you can't even bring your arms forward in a decent gesture, or if you wanted to make any gestures, for fear that you would rip your shirt or even tear one of the seams. And ladies, it's the same thing, that if you have on an outfit that is so tight or it's too small, it's going to make you uncomfortable. You're not going to be able to sit properly. You're not going to feel that confidence of being able to stand in front of everyone and not feel like, is this showing? Is that showing? Am I going to bust open a button? So it really means that you have to be willing to really look at the wardrobe. And this extends beyond physical comfort. So that's the other thing I need you to understand. This is actually tilting over the scale and into a different place and space beyond physical. It's about feeling at ease with yourself, which inevitably, it impacts us. It makes us feel confident. It makes us feel comfortable. It makes us feel like we are entering the room and we have a statement, and our clothing and our wardrobe is not saying ugly things behind our back before we could say anything. That's what this is all about. So, literally, when I'm working with you in totality, we're working on the aspects of your lifestyle, because lifestyle trickles into your relationships. Your relationships trickle into your wardrobe, and your wardrobe trickles into your health and wellness. and all of the elements are connected and married together seamlessly. So these are the elements that we got to kind of get right so we get all the other steps and parts correct too. See? I told you. I get all the dots and circles put together. Let's see what we got going on over here in this comment box over here. Regardless of the color or design, due to lymphedema, if I'm not wearing an undergarment with same level of compression, I feel begin to feel tired as the true. So let me tell you, if that is the case, that you have any kind of condition like lymphedema, or you have any kind of swelling in your legs or your body, if you don't have the proper garments, even the compression garments that go underneath, you need to look at how that is going to make you feel. How does that make your body feel in the context of that space and place, too? These are areas that have to still be looked at into your wardrobe, because you want the proper garments underneath, that your clothing fits across the body and skims across the body, but doesn't get kind of hooked up or caught up on your undergarment. And that's a whole discussion that we will have at another time, because it's going to come and incorporate in everything that we're doing on this network. So this is a great place and a space for these discussions. So when you remove pieces that no longer serve you, right? So that means that pieces that are too tight, too small, not comfortable, not the right fabric type for your body type, maybe not the right cut even, whether they're outdated, uncomfortable, or simply don't reflect your authentic self, this process not only streamlines your wardrobe, it also helps you to invest in like quality pieces that resonate with your personal and professional identity. So I want you to remember that we had a discussion with regards to curating the wardrobe, right? So a curated wardrobe is a powerful tool in projecting the image you want to convey. And so many times when you do this, you have to realize, remember, we sat in that introspective place and space to really understand what our style is. What do we want to portray? What is our identifier or who we are? And if you missed that, go back and look at the other episodes, because each episodes are building blocks and the necessary keys to your portfolio. And this is like your fashion portfolio that you're starting to build with me, so you can see how it aligns with you throughout your life, that you will still use all these techniques that we work together and we build together. That's one thing about working with me inside of LaPaz. You get to really build the tools and the necessary skills that will carry you through a lifelong journey. I have clients that have been with me from the start of my business to now, that we are together and we've journeyed and changed and pivoted, because as you grow, so does your wardrobe. So does certain things in your body. Maybe you didn't have children before, now you do. And so your body goes through that change. So these are the elements that you really want to connect to, because this is how your clothes affect your mood. And I want to step into that third element. I want to discuss the power of intentionality in curating your wardrobe. And every piece of clothing you own, it does have a story. And I want to say it like this. So this way it's broken down and you really understand it. So every piece that we have in our closets tell stories in different ways and phases of our life and span. Because don't forget, our wardrobe is not only just professional, it should actually take us into our personal life too. So it's the choosing of elements that align actually with your values and aspirations, that they can have a transformative effect on your mood. So a lot of times when I'm looking, I'm going to talk about me. This way I can really give you a good example of this. So when I'm looking for outfits for Sonya LaRae, I have different elements of my life that are in play at all times, especially with being the president and CEO of a business. Then on top of it, I have appearances that I have to make as well, speaking engagements, and some engagements that I have that are in a different sector. So, in turn, there are certain things that I want to place in my wardrobe that really kind of transition smoothly with each element of me. And because I'm a very diversified person, my wardrobe is too. So there's signature colors that I have with inside of my wardrobe that really place an effect in there. But it's the elements that I also put in there to bring in and absorb the personality of who I am. So I tell you that I have this other like little persona of me. Who I am is the one that you see here on television is kind of more gregarious and outward going. Where if you was with me on a day to day inside of my life, just my regular life, I'm very quiet. I'm actually shy. So my style is a little more toned down for my day to day, but I'm still always me. But I always tell you, like, I pick big signature pieces because that's my personality. I love big watches, rings, different types of earrings, things that are going to accentuate my outfit that will actually birth my mood. Even like these earrings today, they're even like this beautiful sapphire blue. Because of the blue that's in the top, I just wanted to bring that element in there that really kind of resonated with it. So when we are curating our wardrobes, we cannot be so attached to them that we can't remove the elements that don't identify with who we are. So, one of the biggest things that I'm about, and especially because of what I am as a fashion psychologist, I really teach about the sustainability of our planet. So when we have clothing that no longer serves us and no longer is a part of our space and place, or even reflects who we are from the inside out, we got to be willing to do a purge. And that means that you can donate your clothing. You can actually start to donate them to different charities, even that are like the Working Wardrobe, Dress for Success. Maybe there's a homeless chapter that really is helping people to acclimate back into the workforce, getting things back in line, but they don't have clothing. And the clothes that you have are valuable. They're gently used. They're in good shape. You've laundered them and now they can be donated, which is a way of sustaining our planet, that they're not just in the landfills. The other thing is that you can also take certain elements of your wardrobe and you can upcycle them, meaning turn those pieces into valuable pieces that can be added into your wardrobe. Then the other part of it is there's some things that just need to be discarded. You got to get rid of it because let me tell you something, 1975 is calling and they want that era back. And it just does not serve you. So by curating your wardrobe intentionally, and I tell you all the time, intentionally means that we're doing it on purpose. Intention is that it has aim, purpose, and direction. We want our wardrobes to have aim, purpose, direction. But when we're curating our wardrobe, we want it to be intentional. We want it to have a strict purpose. We want it to have a strict idea. We want it to be where you have not only decluttered your physical space, but you also created room for positive energy now to flow into your life and into this space and place for how your clothes can affect your mood. So decluttering, elevating, and moving past allow us to have this synchronized space and place in our clothing. Now, this is a lot to take in. I know it's a lot, but that's why I always tell you guys, come back and listen to the episode because there's things that your brain is trying to connect with and things that you're trying to put into place and space now. These are new learned behaviors. It takes us a moment to really get them solidified so we can be able to act upon them. See, that's the thing. And that's what I want you all to realize, that this is where you get to kind of sit in this space and to build that rapport with me. And as we go into our different cycles, into the different conversations, you get to come back and draw on the information to connect all the dots together. And I believe in working like this. I tell people that it's almost like I have a circle. And in that circle, there's a lot of little dots and there's different ridges and everything into it. because that's called our life cycle. And that's what a clothing cycle really is like, too. Clothing cycles have the same kind of longevity of life. And so when we're talking about the impact of mood, we have to realize that those colors that shift and shape inside of that wardrobe are those factors that have to go into that graph. So some of you all have seen the color graph that we use inside of our industry. Those colors that if you look at it like you have this yellow here, down here you may have a green, because those colors marry together and bring in a unified feeling. Same difference of what we're doing for your mood and your wardrobe. You may have a wardrobe that is curated with a lot of black. Now, I have a lot of black in my wardrobe, but I also have different elements that come into that wardrobe that play a huge factor of tilting that color and bending it. So in turn, where I may have a solid black outfit on, I can pair it with a beautiful cobalt blue, or I can pair it with red, or something that is like a green or a fuchsia, because those elements are going to have an uptake in your mood. It's also going to flip things inside of the mind to help your mind to even have that endorphins kind of start to flow differently, serotonin levels to peak. There's different elements that color plays. And these are the things you get to learn when you sign in to LaPaz, because this is the element that I want you all to continue to grow with. So before I give you, you got homework. You know it. It's coming, right? And if you don't know it and this is your first time with me, just stick with it. Trust me, I guarantee you, you're going to love the journey into style, into the holistic health and wellness. We're going to get into all things that I offer inside of this beautiful agency, so you really can see how it is to work with me. So you really can embrace the element of who you are as well. So before I get to your journaling exercise, I thought this would be a great place and space for me to do a quick reset for anyone that's just tuning in, or if you need to get your journals, this is a good space. And don't forget, I told you to come every week with your water, because you need to have the water so you can keep that brain nourished and hydrated properly, so you can accept and ingest and properly, register what I'm teaching you too. So with that being said, I'm going to take a sip of my water. Take a sip with me. So with that being said, everyone, welcome into LaPaz Image Consultants. This is where everything is fabulous. My name is Sonya LaRae. I'm the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, certified holistic health and wellness consultant, and I love working with you C-suite executives, A-listers, high-level entrepreneurs, to bring harmony into your lives in totality. It is actually my pleasure. I love being able to even come in every Tuesday to do this live segment. And I'm humbled that you all are even willing to spend your life seconds with me. So I appreciate it so much. So please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified each and every time that I go live. And I'm live every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget, share this with someone who may need to be in our space and place, and that needs to be a part of this beautiful community. And ladies, don't forget, I always tell you guys, I have something special for you, because I do have a network that I'm building just for the ladies that get your mindset right. And it's called the Millionaire's Mindset Network. There's always a live link in our comment section as well as in the description box. So make sure that you go over and subscribe. And everyone, please join me over on Instagram, because I'm telling you, what you get over here, you get something totally different in our space and a place over on Instagram, because I believe in really kind of cultivating a holistic, well thought out practice within inside of LaPaz, because I want you to always kind of have a balanced diet in everything that we do. So you can find us on Instagram at LaPaz Imaging, and that's LaPazImaging. And yes, we know it's spelled incorrectly because we couldn't get it the other way because it was taken. So, with that being said, make sure that you go over and follow us over there. So, before the reset, right, I gave you three key elements. I gave you that the impact of color on your mood, how colors evoke emotions and influence our mental state. Then I told you to pay attention to the comfort and fit because when our clothes don't fit us correctly, it contributes to feelings of dissatisfaction and unease. And it constantly has us in that negative space, trying to adjust, trying to make sure we're okay. And we want to come out and be confident at everything that we do. And then the third element was that I want you to have the intentionality in curating your wardrobe. Each piece of clothing you own has a story. Do not allow the story to be given without your consent, though. And consciously choosing items that align with your values, align with your inspiration, align with your moods and effects. And also, don't be afraid to curate pieces that kind of tilt onto the other side of where you would like to be. Ha ha, that's powerful. Now, just so I wanted you to understand that, I hope you brought your journals now. Hope you got them because here's your homework because we're going to deepen your connection with your wardrobe and clear any lingering negative energy now. And I want you to really kind of set apart for this. And I always tell you guys, make sure when you're doing these assignments, do them in a place and a space that you have that introspection, that you're able to sit quietly to be able to really focus to do the necessary work. Necessary. So I want you to reflect on each item in your closet, and it may require that you go into your wardrobe and really take an examination of what is in there. Because sometimes we have things in the closet that we don't even realize we have in there. And you may even have a part of your closet that is the I wish closet. You know, when I get back there, I hope or I wish to wear this. I bought this 4 sizes too small to motivate myself to lose weight. But I also want you to go in there and realize, like, do I really know what I have in this closet and what is it really saying about me? And when you're in the closet and you're looking at these pieces and different things that are in there, even the I wish section, I need you to write down the emotions, the memories, the feelings that are associated with your wardrobe. And that's going to require that you really sit in that place and space of introspection. Because as you sit in that space and place and you realistically look at the closet and your wardrobe, you may see that the I wish pieces are no longer a part of your identity. They may not even reflect a place or a space where you even want to go back to. And those are pieces that maybe need to be donated or given to charity or even maybe given away to someone else or just discarded. Because if they've been in your closet that long, how are they really holding up? And what is it really holding on to? Remember, your wardrobe can also hold negative energy, meaning that certain pieces can be associated with different pains. Certain pieces can evoke an emotion that, oh, I remember I wore this. This was when I was engaged to so and so, and now, and oh, that's a whole story that's tied to it. And so those are the elements that we want to remove that can have a negative impact on our emotion and our moods. So you're going to identify any pieces that evoke negative feelings or no longer resonate with your current self. You're going to consider the intention behind keeping or discarding each item. And this reflective process will not only help you clear the energy in your wardrobe, but it also creates space for more positive, intentional, collective pieces, inspirational pieces, and investment pieces. Oh, we're going to get into all those things. But this is what we're doing. This is your baseline. So when we have a good baseline, that means that we're connecting those different places and spaces that need to be brought together. So make sure you do this and you really reflect on how you want and what you want. And when you do this exercise, allow yourself to see what pieces are serving you and what pieces are not servicing you, how their energies align with your energy, and really take a real bird's eye view of it. And don't forget that next week we got another huge topic. And I'm going to tell you what that is. Matter of fact, it's building a closet that supports your well being. It's all in alignment with this week's conversation. So I told you, I like to layer things in a certain way. So this is what I'm going to tell you in closing. Our clothing choices hold like the power to shape our mood and overlook our life. And it even impacts our life in all honesty. So by incorporating uplifting colors, prioritizing comfort, curating a wardrobe with intention, that purpose is everything. You're actually going to transform your wardrobe, allowing yourself to release any negative energy associated with your clothing. You're actually going to release that wardrobe to stop talking negatively behind your back and introducing itself when you don't want it to. And you're actually going to be able to have a wardrobe that is going to be reminiscent of who you are and who you are going to be. And your wardrobe is an extension of yourself. So I want you to realize that what we do inside of that wardrobe is just that beautiful space and place. And it's cultivating a positive energy, it's cultivating a profound impact in your overall well being. And that's why I said next week is going to be powerful because that's what we're going to step into. So, I love that we got to have this discussion today. I always tell you, I try to keep it into that 30-minute marker. We're 2 minutes over. But let me tell you, I just so appreciate you all being here, spending your life seconds with us. Don't forget that if you're not registered or you haven't started following our channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified each and every time that we go live in this beautiful space. My name is Sonya LaRae. I'm the president and CEO of LaPaz Image Consultants, where everything is fabulous. I'm a lifestyle relationship counselor, fashion psychologist, holistic health and wellness consultant, and by far, I'm always honored to say that I am your host here in this dynamic space. I look forward to us getting back together again. Don't forget to do your homework. Don't be afraid to tap into a deeper essence of where we're going. And things that aren't serving you, let them go. Let them serve someone else. All right, guys, be safe. It's nice to have you here with me today. Take care.